It's a rivalry that defines the sport. One that everyone points to and as what makes a good or classic rivalry in college football. The Scarlet and Gray against the Maize and Blue. Two diametrically opposed programs who will meet again to continue a rivalry that has had everything from Heisman statements to pepper spray at midfield. The old horseshoe, Ohio Stadium in Columbus, Ohio. It's the Michigan Wolverines and the Ohio State Buckeyes. Along with David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis. Holly Rose, some interesting storylines setting up in this one.
Guys, checking in with the Wolverines head coach before the game. Coach said his message to the team this week is we have got to play every single game like it's a playoff game. They have done well in the conference so far, and he wants to continue that dominance, but consistency is the key. He keeps telling his team we just have to go 1-0 this week to keep that consistent approach going. Back to you.
Holly, thank you. Can't wait to see how this one unfolds. The Buckeyes ready to kick it away first. Bounces through the end zone. It's a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. This crowd bringing an ear-splitting welcome to their visitors. They'll go with a direct snap. He's past the marker. They finally get him on the ground, but he's got an explosive play for the first down. Big play out of the gate to start this drive, and here they come again. They're going to go right back to him on first down. They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play. This matchup, two teams in the top 5, just sort of whets the appetite for what we're going to see in the playoff, guys.
The selection committee is watching this one very closely because, David, both of these teams are easily talented enough to win it all, but only one can walk out of here with the dub.
Right, and what does it do? It sets up the seeding, right? It sets up the buys. It sets up the whole future of the college football playoff, and I think you want to punctuate that. You want to leave a lasting impression late in the season on the committee and show, like, hey, we're the best in the country.
He'll move it ahead and a good productive play on the ground.
Well, there's another outstanding run. You've been seeing that all season long. I think we all expected this guy to be really good as a true freshman. I don't know if anybody expected this. The fact that he's in the Heisman race as a true freshman, that's just ridiculous.
How aggressive might this play call be on 3rd and short from the 46? Here's Bryce Underwood to throw. Not able to hook up there, incomplete.
Great job by the defense there. They weren't surprised by that play call there on 3rd and short. They were expecting pass. They took everything away and forced the incompletion.
This offense wants to establish an aggressive identity. They'll go for it on 4th down. Bryce Underwood to throw for it on 4th. Gets drilled as he releases it, and the ball just trickles to the ground.
And listen, I have no problem being aggressive on 4th down, but the consequences of that, now you got to have your defense go bail you out. So you started the game trying to be aggressive. Well, defense, you got to get my back now.
Quick give. It's Jackson. And he is swarmed under a host of defenders there to make the stop. These two first squared off in 1897, and this rivalry is almost like a history of the sport itself.
So much history, so much tradition. I mean, I can go back to 2006 when they were 1-2 in the country. You know, like, these games really matter. The uniforms are clean. The athletes are flowing. There's tons of athletes all over the place. This is always a huge showdown.
And you think about some of the great coaches that have graced the sidelines in this rivalry. Bo Schembechler at Michigan and Woody Hayes at Ohio State. And it's amazing, in a conference full of trophy games, maybe the greatest rivalry doesn't even have one.
They'll put it in play from the 41 on first down. On the run, it's Rodgers. Tackled almost immediately. Not a whole lot on that one. And the Buckeyes want to move quickly.
A nice job being gap sound by this defense. And here you go. Watch what this offense does. They'll get right back on the ball, and they'll go really quick, so you got to be prepared.
The defense wouldn't let him loose there, and it was a completion, but they lost yardage.
Well, that receiver's looking at his teammates like, guys, what's up? You're not going to block for me on the screen? Seriously? I mean, I just lost yards on a screenplay. How does that happen?
Ton of ground to cover here on 3rd and long. Play fake, Julian Sayed. Turns it loose. He's got it up to 20. And a nice grab with a defender right on him, and he's down at the 20.
Well, we know this guy is special, and because of that, his quarterback is looking to him on critical down and distances. There on that 3rd down, there was no question. It wouldn't have mattered if he was single covered, double covered, man, zone. That's where he was going with it, and the big-time playmaker outside picks up the first.
In the red area, it's Jackson. Didn't even get started. He'll be dropped for a loss of 3.
Well, to say that this guy was unblockable in their last game is definitely an understatement. He was living in the opponent's backfield, and he does it again very early in this one, David. And I know he was a guy this offensive line and this coaching staff were concerned about, and early on, they don't have an answer for him.
I'm about to say that they still have the concerns because, geez, early on, he's in the backfield right away. Got to have some kind of an answer, man. First of all, maybe not run towards his side. Secondly, maybe we double team him, but there's got to be a plan because when you get near him, bad things happen for your offense. And you must do that against a guy of this caliber. This kind of QB will absolutely pick you apart. You got to get hurries, you got to get pressures, and when you can get hits and make them feel the physicality of the game.
Lets it fly deep downfield. It's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Buckeye! And it feels good to land that first big punch against a rival, doesn't it?
No doubt. In a game like this, too, you just want to be executing at a high level early. So, David, that's got to feel great getting on the board first.
And settles everyone down. All the nerves, all the emotion of this rivalry game. Now everybody can kind of settle in because you know you already got a touchdown on the board.
Pulled down at the 18, and the decision to bring it out of the end zone was not a good one. Guys, here come those maize and blue winged helmets on offense. That 4th down gamble didn't pay off on the last drive, and it led to giving up a scoring drive, David.
Yeah, and everybody wants to go for it, unfortunately. Everybody wants that, but your defense sometimes has to bail out your decision-making. We decided to go for it. We didn't get it. The defense, Jesse, didn't come up big and prove me right.
Yeah, not complimentary football, no doubt. But look, this offense has been in these situations before, so you've got to come back out here, take the field. It's a fresh set of downs, brand new drive. Let's go out and execute with some points on the board.
Misses badly on that one.
And so far, man, everything's been difficult for this offense. And credit to the defense. They've taken away all the easy stuff. The easy perimeter throws, the quick throws. Nice job playing fast, playing physical. But this QB's got to get a little bit more in rhythm. Be a little bit more patient. Go through his progressions a little bit better. Right now, so far, it's an 0 for 4 start.
He'll try to pop the draw. Makes his way out to the 20 before he's stopped, and that'll bring up a 4th down.
And I think this is the key in this game, man. In these rivalry games, it's about passion, it's about emotion. And coming to this game, we saw him last week, man. He had over 100. Last year in the blowout, he was a non-factor. He's got to be the catalyst in this game. You can't have a repeat of what happened a year ago, where you're throwing the football because you're behind and you got beat down. Got to establish the line of scrimmage.
Here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. Last drive went for 6. We'll see if they can do it again. Hits the hole. It's Jackson. Hit and stopped right there. Not much on that pickup.
And those body blows really, really matter. Like, I want to be able to hand the ball off to my running back 10, 15 times a game. Make the defense tackle them, wear them out. Sometimes these 3 to 4 yard runs, later in football games, they turn into 5 to 15 to 20 yard gains just because of the body blow effect.
Just smothered on the play.
And, man, it's nice to have a guy that is just better than your guys. And no matter what play you call, man, how about him getting in the backfield quick, penetrating, using his quickness, and using his strength to get him to the ground? That is a baller.
3rd and long coming up. Sayin from the gun on 3rd down. And he can't grab the bullet pass on 3rd down.
That's why it's so important for this defense to win 1st and 2nd down. You set up 3rd and longs like that. You can show your exotic looks. You can get the pass rush going. Everybody on the back end expecting throw. And that's how you force incompletions and force 4th downs.
Boy, if they don't convert this 4th down, there will be questions to be answered. 4th down, Sayin. Throws to the tight end. Incomplete, and that'll be a turnover on downs.
Great coverage on that 4th down play. Nice job blanketing the receiver out wide. The defense, you could tell, they knew they were going for it. They had a game plan. They get the big stop and turn it over to their offense.
Good field position to start this drive at their own 47. Handoff to the single back. There's so many great rivalries in college football, guys, but I think this one, because of the disdain and the excellence, sort of rises to the top.
Yeah, I mean, listen, there are great rivalries scattered all around this country. In-state rivalries, interconference rivalries, of great history, great pageantry. But I think what makes Ohio State versus Michigan unique is the fact that more often than not, these are 2 teams competing for national championships at the end of the year, and this game really does determine the national landscape.
And 19 national championships between the 2 teams. Late in the year, it always mattered. You go back to 2006, number 1 versus number 2. So always disdain, always hate. Don't even call each other by their names. Like, this rivalry means so much to college football.
Well, you're making a positive out of a negative. And that time, quarterback, nice job buying time. He's trying to throw the football downfield. Nothing there. So instead of throwing it away, getting the incomplete, just get what you can get and make this next down more manageable.
Hang on, Sloopy. The Buckeye crowd alive on 3rd down. Right at the line. He'll be dragged to the ground, but it'll be a 1st down.
Really nice job on 3rd down by this offense. This offense has struggled on 3rd downs throughout the season, not even in the top 50. But you know what? When you make it 3rd and short, when you have the run-pass option and you're not predictable, you can be more successful. So let's see if this offense can continue to put themselves in good positions.
Got him quickly. They get him on the ground, and with that, we'll head to the 2nd quarter. Well, guys, Ohio State has the lead here. We played one. Before we move on, let's have a look at the stats. And they've swapped into the field, and we'll get it going in the 2nd. So they'll go back to work after changing into the field. They go play action. Bryce Underwood buys time to his left. Fires on the move. He's got it. He hauled that one in and got it down to the 15-yard line.
Great job by the quarterback throwing against zone coverage. You cannot telegraph where you're throwing the football. You cannot eyeball wide receivers. So great job by the quarterback using his eyes, not staring down his guy, and then throwing him open.
Finally, this offense starting to shake the cobwebs and get things moving. It's 1st and 10. Here's Underwood to throw. He's got it and still on his feet. They've got it down to the 3-yard line. Really well done on that throw and catch. How about the mix of play calls on this drive? 3 runs, 3 passes, and now they're in business.
Man, just keeping the defense completely off balance. When you think it's a run, it's a pass. When you think it's a pass, it's a run. Nice job by this offense going right down the field in 6 plays and now set up for 1st and goal.
The Wolverines have it with a 1st and goal. Motion from the back. They'll try to get it in with the run. Nothing doing, and he was lucky to get back to the line of scrimmage at 2nd and goal.
And that's why he is an All-American caliber player. He is just so physical and dominant against the run. He's able to shed blockers, use his athleticism, use his speed, get to the ball carrier and bring him down. Simply one of the best box defenders you're going to find in the entire country.
He just carries it face long into a brick wall and has nothing to show for it again.
It's looking like they're going to have to throw this one in now on 3rd down, David. And you know the execution just has to be spot on. Timing, especially at the quarterback position here.
And thinking about the defense, they're aggressive in these situations. They're going to play man. They're going to play uptight on you. So I know that. Now how do I counterpunch and attack this defense?
Now the pitch. Touchdown, Wolverines! How about this back staying on track and getting it in on the option? Looking for the time with the extra point.
Man, you see all the time this running back has spent in the weight room this offseason. Did you see that stiff arm? He just pile drive that defender into the ground, get off me, and he's able to walk in for the score.
He'll start the return inside his 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Ohio State sending out the offense to start this drive. What a turn that last drive was. Didn't pick up the 4th down, and it led to the scoring drive, David.
And those are frustrating because you think you might get points, and then your defense gives up points. This has got to be a complimentary football type deal. The offense now needs to provide a little spark and give this defense some hope.
No doubt, David. They got to turn the page, and they've got to play with a little bit more urgency here, knowing they've got to get that one back and put a good drive together.
The Buckeyes in a good spot here with 2nd and short. Here's Sayin to throw. That's reeled in. It's Johnson. And he's got enough for the 1st down. It'll be at the 35.
Man, the offense got away with one there. That was supposed to be a running back screen. Instead, the quarterback threw it somewhere else. With all the offensive line running way down the field, they're lucky that wasn't a penalty.
Ball is at the 35. It's 1st and 10. On the delay, it's Jackson. They'll wrestle him down just short of the 1st down. I don't even think they're going to bring out the chains to measure this one.
Really good surge that time by the offensive line. You saw all those bodies by the defense being pushed backwards. That opened up the crease for the ball carrier. He's able to get a really nice gain there, setting up 2nd and inches.
The Buckeyes have a lot of options on 2nd and inches. Throwing, Sayin. Left side is Jackson. Ran right through the defender, and now he's still running. A huge gain on that one before he ran out of bounds, and he has the 1st down.
And that's a a good lesson for quarterbacks out there. When you're throwing to your running backs, if you get it to them early and they've got some space around them, they can do damage. And that's exactly what happened there. These guys are trained to be great once they have the ball in their hands. He makes people miss. He shows you the speed, and it's a big chunk play in the pass game.
And he's in! Touchdown, Ohio State! The AT unit on the field. And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And he got into the house from the 6 to finish it. He'll bring it out. It's Stewart. Pulled down at the 18, and the decision to bring it out of the end zone was not a good one. Michigan offense heads out to get this drive started. They find themselves trailing by a touchdown and a chance on this drive to even the score. Out of the gun, the running back has it. Brought down at the 28, but it's a 10-yard gain.
And I think the biggest thing for this young man is we've seen him be so great all throughout the season. How do you finish? And how do you finish decides if you win that big trophy at the end of the year. He's in the Heisman running late in the season. I bet you he'll get a lot of touches today.
1st and 10. Straight ahead, it's Marshall. He's got the first down. He's stopped, but he's got enough to move the chain. Inside the big house, they have those big condominiums down there on the field paving the way for the running backs.
Big, huge condominiums, and every year it's a little bit different of how they wear their uniforms and how they fit their uniforms, but the style, always the same. Line up, hit you right in the mouth. That's who Michigan is.
Turns out it's Marshall. Well, he comes up with the reception, but not a lot of room to run after that.
Yeah, and I like the QB doing this. I mean, I'm going to find ways to give him the football and see if he can make a miss. And I'm going to bet most of the time that my guy is a little bit more athletic than that defensive guy. Defense won this battle, but I like trying to get this guy the ball in space.
Getting set on 2nd down. They'll run it. Couldn't ask for much more there. A 1st down, and they're down to the 42.
And that play there is essentially a microcosm of why this guy's the leading rusher in the nation and why he's in contention for the Heisman Trophy. This guy's got speed, open field running ability. He can break tackles. He can just do it all.
Underwood on the play action. Moves to his right. And he's left with no option but to throw it away.
Good decision by the QB. You're outside the pocket. You're trying to find an open target. No one's open. Throw it away and live to play another day.
Second and long here. Underwood. Intercepted. Big play stops the drive. Just a short return, but that would have been icing on the cake. They've got it 1st down at the 42. They'll start this drive from the 42. Looking for space. It's Jackson. Hit and dropped, and he got nothing on 1st down.
Great job of contained by this defense. And in order to do that, the end man on the line of scrimmage defensively has got to be able to set the point and force the football back into traffic. And that's exactly what happened there.
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Wants to throw. It's Sayin. He's picked off, and he's thrown a dozen of them. He goes down after the short return, but what a play to get the football back. They take over late and have enough time to put together a drive. Trying to make that rush think on the draw play here.
The big fella in the middle, man. Those defensive tackles, they go such a long way in deciding and really stopping the other team's run game. Just forcing contact with those guards and those centers, owning the line of scrimmage, and getting running backs on the ground.
Picked up 2 yards on that last when they need 8 on second down. Throwing, Underwood. Now moving to his right, looking for anyone that's open. Grabs it inside the 10. Defense is there to make the stop, but he's got the first down, and they'll have it first and goal at the 6. A run for the quarterback. Great penetration by this defense, and they knock him down behind the line. A loss of 1. And the D deny them on second and goal. He'll run it to the middle, looking for the end zone. And he rolls into the house. Touchdown, Wolverines.
Well, that was a huge touchdown late here in the first half for their confidence offensively. They want to be able to keep this thing close, obviously, or take the lead going into the second half. So if they kick the extra point here, you tie it up. But you've also got the option here to be aggressive and try and take the lead with a 2-point conversion. We'll see what they do.
And he takes this from inside the 5. He'll be stopped just short of the 25-yard line. They'll mark it at the 24, and good work by the coverage unit. This late in the half, here's the question. How aggressive will the play calling be? Say it. Rush right in his face. Pass is incomplete, and we dwindle down to 7 seconds.
Yeah, and you don't see that often, right? This guy is elite. He's one of the best in the business. This is what he does for a living, obviously. That's why he gets paid millions of dollars. Yes, NIL is real. So I don't expect many misses from this guy like that.
Gliding to the right, still trying to make a play. The pass is incomplete, and there are 2 ticks remaining on the clock. Just enough time for one final play in this half. Making the adjustment. Lined up in the gun on third down. Say it. He hurls one deep down the left side. He's got it on the outside. Touchdown, Buckeyes! Rolled into the end zone, and this crowd was eating it up.
Well, this offense is top 10 in the country in points per game because they've got a lot of speed and they've got home run hitters. They score fast. They don't need 10 plays to go down the field. You saw it right there. They've recruited well. They've got playmakers. They're going to be a problem for defenses all year long.
And they head to the locker room. 2 quarters in the books, and time for us now to check in with Kevin Connors in our EA Sports College Football Studio with scores from around the country.
A lot of scoreboard watching today, fellas, but fear not, Week 13, we've got you covered here on the College Football Update Show. We start with a look at Virginia Tech taking on the number 25 team, the Virginia Cavaliers.
Cuts it upfield. It's Rogers. At midfield, he's got room. They'll finally drag him down, but not before he gets it to the 40, and it's a first down.
Well, that's why this running game can be so dynamic. This guy is special when he has the football in his hands. He can make people miss, he can run with power, and he also has speed. You saw it on that last play.
Play fake, say it. Look out! And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
And we need more of this from this defense, man. They have let this guy have too much time to throw the football. They haven't gotten that jersey dirty yet, haven't sacked him. But this is just as good as a sack. Getting to him, hitting him, letting him feel the physicality of this game, and not letting him feel comfortable.
Long way to go on second down. Going to audible here. Let's see what they do. Here's Julian Sayin to throw. Finds his man. It's Jackson. Brought down just outside the red zone. He moves the chains. It's at the 22.
Nice job by the running back, catching the football and understanding where the first down marker was. I got to go get that first down. He did a nice job of it.
And the Buckeyes have it with a 1st and 10. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Jackson. Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play.
Nice job by the defense, seeing the run, pulling the trigger, getting downhill, and stopping the running back for no gain.
They don't need a bunch on 2nd down. Sayin throws for the tight end. Got there right as the ball did. Jarred it loose. It'll be 3rd down.
Well, they're trying to get the big fella the football in the passing game, but they haven't been able to do that yet. He is a really nice target with his size and his athleticism, but him and the QB, they just don't seem to be on the same page right now.
Wide receiver going in motion. From the gun on 3rd down, Sayin. And the incomplete pass will bring up 4th down.
And this offense has got to find a way to get some gimmies, some layups, some screens. They need some yak, some yards after the catch. They got to find some guys that can make some plays for this offense because it's just boom or bust. There's not a lot of consistency. They got to put some first downs together, put some drives together, be more consistent.
The ball bounces through the end zone, and it will be a touchback. So here comes the Michigan offense. Their first possession of this 3rd quarter, still trailing. Defense did just force a field goal, and we'll see if they can grab some momentum with this drive. Finds his target. Makes the grab, and down immediately, he picks up a few.
Hey, listen, on offense, just take what the defense gives you. Quarterback looks out wide. He sees the DB way off of the receiver. Throw him the easy hitch pass. You'll take that completion.
Short pickup of 4 on 1st down, dealing with a 2nd and 6. The ride. Pulled down there, but they'll move the sticks, and it's a 1st down. And the Wolverines come to the line in the hurry-up.
Man, this guy has had a tremendous season. When you're getting mentioned for the Heisman Trophy as a true freshman running back, that is absolutely insane, and you've seen it all throughout the years. The big plays, the explosiveness, the speed. This guy has been unbelievable.
You know, you got to be careful as a QB throwing to your running back in man coverage. If there's a linebacker draped all over him, then that ball's not going anywhere. You just saw it right there. Better play by the defense.
The Wolverines trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Here's Bryce Underwood to throw. Back open in the middle. Stopped after a good pickup, and he'll be just a tad short of the 1st down. horseshoe is rocking, trying to help their defense on third down. Looking for a physical attack from the gun. They're working their way toward midfield. He's out of bounds at the 46.
And I think one thing people don't take into account is not all fourth downs are created equal. Like, right, this is a shorter fourth down. You're on your side of the field. You're down. You're trailing in the football game. So I think this offense might have to take this up.
Look at this, guys. The offense appears to be going for it from their own side of the field. Fourth down, Underwood. Got out of trouble, got rid of it. And the incomplete pass lets this defense get the ball back for its own great field position.
Great job by the defense there. They were not caught off guard in that situation on the field. This offense might decide to go for it on fourth down. They're going to make the play. Their offense now takes over. And if I'm the play caller here, I am taking a shot. In a sudden change situation, let me see if I can throw one deep and make this team pay for not getting that fourth down.
I'll tell you what, a few more runs like that, and defensively you start thinking more guys in the box. More big guys. I better stop this guy because he's unbelievable. Just great job breaking off the big run, and the OC is going to give him the ball some more.
They'll give it to him again. And he finds some solid space, makes a nice gain before the defense is able to stop him.
And it's going to be interesting to watch this defense, man, because obviously when you're trailing, and offenses can sometimes get conservative. That's two runs back-to-back. Do they get more aggressive and try to bring more guys near the line of scrimmage, not let them waste time, and try to get their offense the football back?
Fights off a defender. And he fights his way forward, gets away from one, but not much doing on that one.
That's a backbreaker if you're the offensive coordinator, because on first down, you ran the ball, had a really nice gain. Short yardage situation, you just get completely blown up, and now you're having to probably dial up a throw on third down. You need more consistency from the guys up front.
Sends it back in motion. Here's Sayin to throw. Out wide left, it's Jackson. Breaks the tackle. He's stopped and forced out of bounds just short of the 10-yard line. They'll mark it at the 11.
And, man, this dude has been a weapon early in this football game. They just keep finding him, and the matchups are a problem. You want to put a linebacker on him, he's too fast for him. Continues to make catches, continues to chew up yards. You might want to think about putting a safety on him or somebody with a little bit more speed.
The Buckeyes have it with a 1st and 10. Run in the red zone, it's Rodgers. Touchdown, Buckeye! And they take it in for 6 more points. To tack one more onto that lead. And the point after is good. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And it was punctuated by an 11-yard run for the score. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Motion from the wideout. Here's Underwood to throw. Oh, pressure's coming. And he will wisely throw it to the kid playing the tuba.
Like the job by the defense there in coverage. They took every option away from the quarterback. He was outside of the pocket, nowhere to go with it, so they forced the incompletion throw away. A lot of ground to
cover, and they need a chunk here on second down. From the gun, the running back has it. Breaks into the open. That one could really put this drive into high gear as they have a first down at the 37.
And this guy's going to have to come through for you in this game. He picks up another first down, but he's your Heisman contender. He's the best player on your football team, and he's a guy that's just
going long. And they dialed up a shot play, but they couldn't hook up.
Well, at this juncture in the game, with how the scoreboard looks, no question this offense is going to have to throw to get back in the game, and it's going to be tricky now because the defense is expecting it. You're going to throw into a lot of big zone coverages with everybody's eyes on the quarterback. Not going to be easy.
Second and long here. Underwood. He's not afraid to go deep. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. Finally brought down, but what a play, not only to get the football, but to defend the field position with the return. Okay, here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. Quarterback signaling to his guys. From the gun, it's Jackson. Inside the 30. Just what this offense was looking for. Sets him up at the 26 with the first down.
You ain't getting by all these guys right up the middle unless your offensive line and your tight ends and everybody is putting in the work up front, committing to blocking. The running back does a great job finding the hole, exploding through. How about that nice, big, huge gain? If I'm the OC, let's call that one again.
Might as well give it to him again. Gets it inside the 25, down to the 22-yard line with the pickup of 4.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the third quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical, and they're trying to stay on the field.
Very close to putting a bow on this one. Gives us a minute to check out the top 25 here in the final week of the season and to wonder what type of impact this result will have on these rankings. One final period to play, and we'll see who can grab that W as we start the fourth. And a chance to mull things over, and let's see how they start the final period here on second down. In the backfield, it's Jackson. He's down right there, short gain on the grab.
And I love linebackers, man, that just have a nose for the football, an absolute feel. Great job not losing vision, feeling the running back start to come out of the backfield to catch the football, and then doing the most important part. Probably the hardest, too, getting him on the ground.
Already in chip shot field goal range at the 21, but this third and short, they're still thinking touchdown. He's going to change things up against this defensive look. Saying from the gun on third down. Oh, the big fella almost had the interception. Instead, it'll be fourth down.
Man, what a great break on the ball. Way to knock it down. But, man, this situation, they're almost in field goal range. Had a chance to maybe take some points off of the board. That's a big play that we might circle back to later.
Now on fourth down, they'll settle for a field goal try. It's good. He could have hit a string right in the middle of the uprights there. And that will extend their lead even further.
And they just tack on more points to this big lead. Listen, fourth quarter was sitting extremely pretty. All we got to do, not give up big plays, make them earn everything they get the rest this way, and we looking pretty good.
Michigan ready to get that offense rolling again. This was certainly not their best effort. I believe this team is much better than it performed today, but they're going to pay the consequences of losing this ball game. He now has 85 yards rushing, and this guy's just having a tremendous season, leading the country in rushing.
Well, this guy has exceeded all expectations all season. We knew and we thought he would be talented. He'd leave a mark on the offense.
Pulls it in on the left. Finds a seam. And he got away from the defense and takes it in. Touchdown, Michigan.
And that is exactly what this offense needs, man. They need that clock to stop. They need to make big plays and score. Their defense needs to join the party, get some stops, and the passing game continue to be hot, and they might get back in this football game.
Number 22, set to kick off.
On the run from inside his own 5. And the returner goes down. Look at it this way. The field position is awful, but opportunity to pile up a lot of stats because there are a lot of yards in front of him. Not much there. He gets 1 to the 11.
Play callers love it offensively when you can run the football when the other team knows you're going to do it. That is called imposing your will. And here in the fourth quarter with the lead, very first play of the drive, you break off a nice run. He might just call the exact same play right again here.
Throwing, say it. Right side, it's Smith. Looking for room at the 25. That kind of play will get a drive started or help your field position. They've got it at the 27. He just keeps piling up numbers with completion after completion in this standout performance.
And I think some people might say late in the game, you got the win, everything's in hand, be a little bit conservative, or you just say, I'm just going to keep doing me. And what I do with this offense is throw the football all over the yard, and I'm going to try to win me a big trophy at the end of the year.
Dropping back, it's Sayin. Can't hold on in the face of the contact.
That's what I'm talking about. That is how you close. And when a guy's going to make a catch, you make sure he doesn't make it. Physicality, using your pads, running through them. And guess what? Not only this play does he feel it, next time he tries to go over the middle or feels footsteps, this will pay dividends.
Hits inside. It's Jackson. Enough to move the chains. And he picks up a first down. That is not a flag on the play. It's just lingerie on the deck after that move.
And this offense has really done a nice job on the ground. Like, the ground game has been solid, man. Nice job opening holes, running the football. They've been consistent with the run. And as this game creeps along, right, if they can continue to do this with the lead, this is going to be a game that they're going to have in hand.
To the ground. He's got it again. Shakes off the defender. They drop him at the 47-yard line, but he'll have plenty to move the sticks.
Yeah, and he's shown you a little bit of everything today. Shows you why he's a really good back, and the line's paved some holes, and he's right at 99 yards. And the way this game's going with the lead, he's going to get a few more touches, break that century mark, and when you do, you have a great chance of winning football games.
Makes the grab. He's brought down, but he went backwards after that completion, not the way they had it drawn up.
Great recognition by the defense on that pass play. They knew exactly who the quarterback was going to, and they got there quick.
This offense has done a good job on this drive, taking time off the clock as they come up on second down. They'll go play action with Sayin. He'll throw it. Zips it out to his man.
This offense is not letting up, guys. They've got a lead here late, and they are still taking shots. They're still looking for explosive plays. This defense just has not had an answer here all game long.
This feels like 4-down territory, 3rd and short from the 40. Say it. And here's the pick, and oh, did they need that right now. Wolverines offense heads out, ready to go on the attack. So getting the ball back on that interception at least gives us a chance to have a finish in this one. Nice play by the defense to jar that one loose.
Just didn't seem like the quarterback and his intended target were on the same page there.
Long way to go on 2nd down. Linebackers trying to create some confusion. To the air, it's Underwood. The throw delivers the stiff arm. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks. And the Wolverines moving quickly to the line. He's got enough. At the 20, he's got space. He'll get that one all the way down to the 4-yard line before he stops. They are really clicking along, 1st and goal on just the 4th play of the drive. And he's forced out of bounds close to the goal line, and that shove saved a touchdown. 2nd and goal coming up. Wide receiver comes in motion. Out wide right, it's Marsh. Touchdown, Michigan! And they add 6 more to the board for that trip to the house.
Hey, man, I don't know what they talked about at the half, man, but this team is rolling, doing an unbelievable job getting the football, putting it in the end zone again. And how about the defense doing their job, Palmer? Momentum is crazy in college football, but here in the 2nd half, they've come out and seized it.
Yeah, this has been a master class in complementary football. Offense doing their job, the defense getting off the field, giving it back to the offense, everything going their way. And you're right, in college football, we see momentum shifts all the time. All of the momentum, all of the good juju right now, clearly on their side.
So here comes the Buckeye offense onto the field. Boy, they had that last drive moving a little bit, David, but then the mistake just crushed them.
Yeah, and those mistakes are going to happen. You're going to throw the football, you're going to throw interceptions. But I think I stay aggressive with this offense. I get back to what I did in the first part of that drive, what made me successful.
I agree, David. Just turn the page if you're a quarterback, right? On this drive, you did a lot of good things there leading up to that pick. Forget about it, move on, play the next play.
You open a drive like that and you've got some operating room. It's 1st down from the 38. Quarterback changing the play. They'll ride the hot hand. Might have picked up a couple on that one before he was knocked down.
And I go back to him again, too, man. I mean, just the big play, the play before, and they say, why not? Try it again, get it to their running back, try to create some space. Better job by the defense being gap sound, coming downhill, not letting him break tackles and make a big play.
They'll be perfectly content to go right back to the ground here on 2nd and 8. They'll run it to keep this clock grinding. Brought down. Now the Wolverines call a timeout. It's their first. They'll take a moment to gather their thoughts and put together a plan for this 3rd down play. They need a huge play on 3rd and long. Saying from the gun on 3rd down. on his man. Oh, he's got some space. Doesn't quite make it to the first down marker. He's a yard short. Michigan wants to stop the clock. They'll use a timeout. It's their second. And they'll still have one timeout left at their disposal. They have the lead in a one-possession game, but they're thinking deliver the knockout blow. But this carries big-time risk on fourth down. Needs it. He's got enough to move the chains, and that clock will keep moving, and they'll be able to run it out.
And that's not a surprise to anybody, including the defense, that they turned and they gave it to their running back, who they've been giving it to all game long. Up front, the offensive line, they deserve a ton of credit. Blocked and paved the way. This rushing attack